All right. It is hot. It is the middle of summer and it is hot, and this is another Atlas Comics episode. This time we are reading Atlas Comics The Cougar, which, you just look at this guy. Look at this fella. He's got a knife in his hand. He's doing some kind of flip. He's kicking a goddamn vampire in the face, which I approve of at least that much, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this guy. Let's see. The vampire seems to be kidnapping some lady, and then down here it says the Cougar, a Hollywood stuntman turned night stalker. Don't miss his first action-packed adventure, Revenge of the Vampire. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know how I feel about this, but let's get into it. Ooh, I like that little cougar symbol. The eerie calm of a moonlit road is shattered by thunder, undisturbed by its own ominous roar. Two men, one human and one undead, each struggle to bring about the other's demise. So we're getting right into it. This art's not very, it's not too bad. This is, of course, Bronze Age. I can totally tell by the detail there, but yeah, it looks like a scene from Dracula, but this guy apparently is not Dracula. He's just supposed to be aping off of that character. All seems lost for the mortal as the vampire's inhuman strength prevails, a strength which battles his opponent into lifeless pulp. And then he punches the vampire. But before the combatants can conclude their struggle, nature intervenes. What, did the horses hit a... They hit a log? What's going on here? Uh-oh, it's a double-page spread. But this timely intervention was not natural, created instead by motion picture technicians. These men are part of a highly skilled team whose job it is to create screen thrills and adventure. Stuntman Jeff Rand... Jeff Rand, yeah, that's not bad. I'll accept that. I'll accept that as a superhero name. He thrives on the danger of his chosen profession. He is known to fellow stuntmen as the Cougar due to his cat-like speed and agility, abilities that will be put to the test when Jeff finds out that... What does he find out? Vampires and cougars don't mix. There's some damn good advice for you, ladies and gents. This issue is dedicated to Dan Curtis. I don't know who that is, buddy, but this one's for you. Alright, we've got a director here. Cut! Print it! You know, Harv, I'm just not falling off those coaches like I used to. Ah, come on, Jeff, you could have done that fall in your sleep. It was great. Maybe, but I bet old Beckman won't think so. Very sloppy, Rand, and how many times must I tell you, Upton, to fall toward camera when you do a stunt? Ah, lay off him, Beckman. It was a good stunt and you know it. What do you know about what's good? Nothing. That's what. Ah, what's the use? I'll fix it up in editing. That's normally, when it comes to these things, that's normally the solution, is we'll fucking fix the thing in post. I mean, God. Especially if you have cheap post-production, you can fix all kinds of crap much cheaper than actually having a full-on production team there. But we don't have to talk about that. Right now we're here to talk about comic books. Don't worry about Beckman, Harv. He's just feeling sorry for himself. He's been saddled with cranking out horror flicks for the last couple years. And as far as he's concerned, that's the bottom of the barrel. Ah, forget it. Come on, let's head into town and hoist a few of the locals. Yes, sir, you've got yourself a deal. Hey, why not ask the Lovebirds to come along? Good idea. Hey, you two, how about joining us for a couple beers? I'd like to, Jeff, but I've got to check out the castle for tomorrow's shooting. How about you, Miss Makeup Lady? Think you can bear being away from Mr. Wonderful for a while? What do you say, Roger? Can I rely on these two if I'm attacked by a bloodthirsty vampire? I think you're in good hands. It's just too bad some of us must work while others can play. See you later, gang. Okay, meet you in town, Raj. What's being set up here? Is this gonna be a love triangle thing? I don't know. They're going out on the town with a fucking goddamn vampire. A very obvious, very evident vampire, too. So I'm predicting shenanigans is what I'm predicting. The others leave as he enters the castle. Roger becomes aware of the screaming silence, tossing off the possibility that it may be telling him, enter at your own risk. What a spooky place. I'm glad we're shooting here during the day. Huh? A coffin? That prop shouldn't be here until tomorrow. What coffin? It is a coffin. Beckman's gonna have kittens when he finds this out. Old man Creedle should know better than to leave his props lying around like this. Look, it's got a stake in it. And that stake, geez, doesn't anybody read the script? Our movie, Vampires Killed by Sunlight. Oh, geez, dude, what an idiot. What a gosh darn idiot. Well, you know what? No, that's a mistake. Any of us could have made that kind of mistake. You're on a movie set or whatever, fine. I'll give it to him. But the stake is removed and a powerful wind fills the room. It's not a good sign. Unearthly calm is replaced by shrill sounds of the supernatural. And Roger gazes with silent horror as a humanoid shape fills what was once an empty space. Rebirth complete. The vampire. A legit vampire, like a legitimate vampire came out of the coffin, and he strikes with a big whap. Damn, too bad for that guy. He should have went to the town. Looks like poor dude's gonna be eaten. Meanwhile, in the village tavern, shall we have one more before calling it a night? I think I'll pass, Jeff. I've got my big scene in the morning, and hangover's not in the script. He's right. Tomorrow's call is for 6 a.m., and I can use the sleep. We'll go on back to the hotel. I'll meet you there. While outside, a tall, caped figure walks towards the tavern, attracted by the sound of laughter within. It's been a long while since the fiends had a victim to quench his ages-old thirst for blood. And this is the real vampire? But ready, he strikes. The vampire's glance changes from inhuman lust to one of painful recognition. Katya, my love! My heart's desire! How I have longed for you. Hey, pal, watch it. Uh-oh. They don't realize he's a real goddamn vampire. Okay, fella, you asked for it. Stuntmen can withstand a great deal of punishment, but against the vampire's superhuman strength, Harv's ribs are snapped like dead, dried twigs. Oh, that's a bad, that's a terrible image in my head. While down but not out, the Cougar makes his move with cat-like speed. Bullseye! Somebody call the constable and a doctor. But a mere flying kick is not enough to defeat the vampire, for the monster rises, his face a mask of snarling fury. Ooh, you just pissed him off. All is silent in the tavern as human and inhuman confront one another. You may have stopped, Harv, mister, but I'm not that easy to take out of action. But a vampire is no pushover either. Like the cat after which he is named, the Cougar pounces upon his undead adversary, but the vampire is ready for him. Caught! Gotta do something faster, he'll break me in two. I hope this works. It doesn't. Well, he landed. Is this it? Is he just the Cougar now? Has he just always been the Cougar? So there's no heroic transformation for the character? This is just gonna be it? He's just a stuntman. Halt, or I'll fire! What is that, a cop? But the vampire doesn't halt, and the sound of gunfire fills the air. Blam, 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 blam. Gunfire that is apparently futile. Look, he's escaping, man. He's pretty spry for a guy who's been kicked around and shot at point-blank range. Sir, I do not see the humor in this. Neither do I, quite frankly. Jeff, are you all right? I'm fine. Nothing a few band-aids can't fix. But I don't think Harb feared quite as well as I did. Where is he? Is he alright? Oh, he's on the ground. How you doing, old buddy? Not so good. I feel like a bag of loose change. My pride's hurt, too. Tell me about it. That guy kicked us around like wet laundry and never missed a breath doing it. Well, he's a fucking vampire, You know, I've got a theory about this guy, Jeff. Remember that TV movie we worked on about a vampire in Las Vegas? Remember the scene where the vampire was tossing us around like we were made of styrofoam? Oh, come on, Harv. You think this Joker's a real vampire? Add things up. My cracked ribs and your bruises speak for themselves. Outside the tavern, the Cougar and Kathy observe with some sadness Harv's departure for the hospital. You think he's gonna be alright? Harv's pretty tough. His pride hurts more than his ribs. He'll pull through just to spit at that lunatic. Well, Kathy, Roger's probably waiting for you at the hotel, so for now, I suggest we get a good night's sleep and forget the whole thing. I guess you're right. See you tomorrow, Jeff. Well, there's the fucking vampire staring at him. And I don't think there's going to be any kind of heroic transformation. I don't think the Cougar has any superpowers. I think this is just it. He's just a stuntman. Which might be cool. I don't know. We'll see. It creates the problem of how is he, without any superpowers, going to defeat this vampire? That's very curious. Let's see. The next day, shooting on The Gore of Dracula resumes. I love that title. Such a B movie. Where in blazes is that boyfriend of yours? I should know better than to rely on a boozer. What insipid weakling has fouled up my last time for me fouled up for the last time? Whatever, I don't like that guy. Please, Mr. Beckham, give Roger a chance. He hasn't touched a drop in months. What's the matter, Kathy? I'm worried about Roger. No one has seen him and I've no idea where he could be. Wasn't he at the hotel last night? No, and his bed wasn't even slept in, I checked. Well, Rand, I rest my case. Not so fast, Beckman. Roger went up to the castle last night. So before you start flapping your jaws, let's take a look. Oh, that's the guy that that was the first one the vampire ate. Even with an early morning sun shining brightly, the castle retains its dark, foreboding atmosphere. Why would he be in there? If you recall, he came up here last night to make notes for today's shooting. Let's go inside. And after an exhaustive search... Oh my god! Get Kathy out of here! What is he? Oh shit, look at that. Dude, he is fucked up. That's brutal. He's probably completely drained. His body seems to be drained of blood. Called it. Oh, come off it, Rand. You've been taking this film too seriously. Look, you callous windbag, that dead body is not the product of our special effects department. Roger is not going to get off the ground when you say cut. You're choking me. Idiot. If you ever do that to me again, You'll nothing. A buddy of mine is dead, and I'm gonna find out who killed him. Alright, we're getting some action out of this hero, which is good, because we've only got 7 pages left, so... Alright, story, if you're gonna do something, do it now. Later, with shooting postponed, and after cooling off from his confrontation with Beckman, the Cougar enters an old bookstore in town, hoping to locate some lore on the vampire. May I be of some assistance? Yes, do you have any books on vampires? Indeed, I do. Would you like something about vampires from this part of the world? Actually, I want to know about that castle outside of town. Its owner was supposed to be a vampire. Ah, so you believe in vampires, young man. Heh, most people feel they are, how do you Americans say it? A lot of baloney. But that does not answer your question. I do have some books in the back. Come along. And in the dusty recesses of the age-old store. Damn, that is age-old. Look at that. Oof, what I wouldn't give for a library like that. Look at it. It's fucking beautiful. This castle was built in the 1600s by Baron Krolock. It says here that he went off to fight the Turks, and when he returned, he did so as one of the undead. When the village grew tired of living in fear of Krolock, they managed to find one of his blood lovers, a girl named Katya, and from there evolved a plan to trap the vampire and destroy him forever. The villagers located the girl when Krolock came calling. They put a wooden stake through his heart. His remains were placed in the cellar of Castle Krolock. But why all the questions? Surely you don't think that Krolock will walk again. No, I don't. Just doing a little research for the film I'm working on. Thanks for your time. But unfortunately, Krolock is walking again, and you're gonna have to kill him one way or another, so you probably should have asked how to kill him. If what the old man says is true, Kathy could still be in a lot of danger. That blasted fiend thinks she's his Katya. I used to know a girl named Katya. Anyway. I'd better have a talk with the constable. Look, Erbarmer, I do not subscribe to the vampire theory any more than you do. But after that scene in the tavern and Roger's death at the castle, Kathy should have some police protection. You worry too much, Orrand. I shot and hit that fiend with the tavern several times. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Still, your film crew are guests. I shall station 2 men outside her hotel room. You'll have my assurance nothing bad will befall her. And with the falling of the night, an apprehensive Cougar warns Kathy of what might happen. Last night in the tavern, that guy mistook you for Katya. That was the name of his favorite lady friend. You must look enough like her for Krolok to think you are her. He may try and find you. I persuade the constable to lend us a few of his men. How is this gonna work, dude? How are you gonna beat the vampire? That's what you need to focus on. Forget the girl. Her boyfriend's dead. Then you're sure Krolok is a vampire? Everything fits. Roger's body drained of blood, Krolok coming to the tavern in search of his bride. Then there's his superhuman strength and the fact that bullets don't seem to have an effect on him. But with the police outside and me next door, you'll be perfectly safe. But the Cougar has spoken too soon, for outside... You! Stop right there! One more step and we'll be forced to... Spare me your threats, gentlemen. I shall go where I please. Oh, fuck. I like the vampire. I like the vampire more than I like the Cougar. Most people can be intimidated by an officer of the law, but a vampire is not most people. A vampire does what he wants and destroys anyone or anything that gets in the way. Oof, look at him. Breaking dudes. That includes doors and Cougars. What the? Out of my way, you troublesome flea. Crump. He doesn't have any superpowers, so that probably hurt. Please, stay away. I am not your Katya. Silence. You are mine. Now, and you will remain mine forever. Immortal and undead. And 20 minutes later, a battered Cougar regains consciousness. Oh, my head. Kathy, where are you? She's gone, and Korlok's got her. Damn, think, man. If that old man at the bookshop was right about Korlok, then the Baron's gonna put that bite on Kathy, and the privacy of his castle is the best place for that. Yeah, I tend to agree. He's probably going to the castle. Outside, a newlywed couple pulls in front of the hotel, weary from hours of driving. They are oblivious to everything, save the thought of a nice warm bed in which to rest their tired bodies. I say, Millicent, this place looks most accommodating. Let's stay here for tonight. Oh, Reggie, you're so romantic. Quite. I say, what's going on? I'll park your car, sir. You can put it up in the morning. He stole their car. Look at them. They look so fucking sad. They're like, fuck their honeymoon. Fuck, this is a matter of vampires, goddammit. Take that goddamn car, Cougar. Alright, he's growing on me. Car theft always warms my soul. For your sake, Kathy, I hope I make it in time. Soon, a desperate Cougar pulls up before Krolok's castle. There's no time for subtlety. I'll use the front door. Once inside, the Cougar finds he has arrived none too soon. Stop where you are, bloodsucker! Though the Cougar springs with the speed of his namesake, he is swatted away not unlike a bothersome fly. I should have known better than to try the direct approach. Still, it's going to take more than what I've got to stop him. I hope you're allergic to swords, Fangface. Though his blade was well sewed, many a usable. What the fuck? God damn it! Purple prose. I don't know. Anyway, he stabs the goddamn vampire, and it does nothing. It's fucking useless. What? Oh my god, Cougar, come on, buddy. You gotta win me over. You gotta win over the audience. This is your first issue. I have a feeling I'm gonna get slaughtered for this. And he does. He gets smacked around like a bitch. Smacked like a goddamn bitch. With the strength of 20, Krolok lifts the Cougar off the ground with the greatest of ease. No way I'm gonna get out of this unless... The curtain! If he could just... He can't squeeze... with superbly toned muscles that have suffered Hollywood's most difficult stunts. The Cougar grabs some nearby drapery and, using his advantage, the Cougar lets loose with a series of haymakers guaranteed to knock an elephant into the middle of next week. Wait, so he covered him with the drapes and then he started punching him, okay? What does that do? But a vampire is a tough opponent, and just one of his haymakers will knock that same elephant in the middle of next month. Bam. Okay, got him. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The Cougar just got his ass handed to him. Again. 3 times now. That table behind Krolok looks brittle enough if I can just break it. The Baron's cruel smile changes to a mask of hideous evil as he closes in on the Cougar. This is it, Jeff, baby. To get to the table, you've got to go over the count. Cold meat and miss in your cold meat. No, that's oh, shit! He got him with the steak! Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm like, why is he aiming for this table? Because of the fucking steak. Oh, dude, it's inside of him. Oh my god, he got turned into fucking dust. With Krolok destroyed, Kathy snaps out of her hypnotic trance. Jeff, where's Krolok? That dust on the floor, that's all that's left of him. I fucking killed him, by the way, baby. Are you okay? I've got some bruises to remember him by, but I'll live. Come on, babe. Let's go home. Oh my god. Your boyfriend died yesterday. You're just gonna go home? Well, I mean, he is the hero, but he's not the best hero. My god. I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. The Cougar was not like the best time that I've had. He's not as great as like Iron Jaw or Cheetah Man. He's just a stuntman. What's up with the and they just call him the Cougar? That doesn't make sense. That's not thematically appropriate. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that was issue 1. There's one other issue, so I'll get that one read right now. But that was issue 1. If you liked reading this comic with me, you want to read more comics with me, like, subscribe. To Patreon you could donate to. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.